Hey, what's up?
Nelly?
Stephen Buchanan, national champ.
Yeah, awesome. Love it. Can't say enough. He's a grateful guy. So I think he's got the right perspective about it, for sure. The way it was done is a tribute to a champion. The way that he did it, the way that he goes about his daily business, that's a tribute to a champion.
In his interview, he said you and Terry, had a really big role on helping him fix just the little things in his life, small technique changes, how to get ready for practice out of the room. So, what kind of, when you reflect back and think about how do you think, you played that role?
I think that that happens on a daily basis with all of our athletes, and it's how they process it. He processes things very well, and he actually puts things into motion, and then he sees the results, and then he makes adjustments on his own. Very intelligent guy, in addition to being salt of the earth guy.
With the transfer portal, there's always things made about it, but how much was this such a mutual fit for the two of you in his lone year as a Hawkeye?
You don't know, and it's a mutual fit because of who he is, and we didn't know who he was. That process was a funny process because we couldn't recruit him. We didn't recruit him, and there was no official visit, and he was coming. And he got into school, and here we are. And it's like lightning striking. Beautiful thing.
You called him salt to the earth last night, and then now, and you said you kind of got to learn throughout the process. When did you kind of learn that part of him?
Right away. I mean, he'd have interactions with people in our community in Iowa City, interactions with some of our fans, and every time that someone would comment about him, this is a super guy. This guy is super. His faith is strong. He's grounded. He does it right. So, love it.
What does that example do for your younger guys in the room, having someone to look up to like that?
I think we always look for examples as young athletes, and it's certainly a good example. And we have a lot of examples. Cormier.
Great job, Coach.
Cormier.
Congratulations.
All right.
It was awesome to see you guys scrap, man.
I'm listening to you.
Guys
You're
scrap.
the best.
You're the best, Coach.
You're the best. And so those examples that you're talking about, it's more about taking a little bit of piece of what's around the program, what's in the program, and then making it fit for you. And we have leadership with Caliendo and Ayala and Kennedy, and you can look at our All-Americans, and there's leadership, and then there's leadership in other areas as well. It's you know what? You don't have to look very far for an example that's positive.
What's the message to Ayala and Caliendo after coming up short and having another year to go after that?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, these I knew these questions are coming, and here's the thing. It's the national tournament. It's last day, and we're done. And you won't stop thinking about it. It takes a long time to get over. Both of them were tore up, and you have to move forward in the steps that you need to move forward in a way that allows you to be healthy at the same time. It doesn't do you a lot of good to dwell, but dwelling sometimes is good too. And you know what? Beating yourself up sometimes is a good thing too. It just can't be too much. But sometimes this stuff takes, it doesn't take minutes and hours. It takes days, weeks, and sometimes months. But in that weeks and months, there's a process. I mean, you take a break now, and that's why this is silly to talk about, but you take a break now, and then you go forward in, you got a week off. The NCAA rules say you have to have, however many days off. And so we'll do that, and then you get into a strength phase, and then you figure out your off-season competition phase. And when I say off-season, that could be for the World Championships and the Olympic Games for LA 2028 process. And these guys, I know they have an eye on that. And the biggest thing I want to say is, this doesn't define Drake Ayala or Mikey Caliendo. And, in it like a quick moving forward is the best thing here. And I think they are moving forward in their own way. And it not fun, but hey, we got to be moving the right way. And the funny thing is there's a lot of conversation in the back, and and so there's a lot of it's not like conversation where it's just all serious. And so like Dirty Dodge came up, and so you in your head as a coach, these press conferences get dull, and so you're looking for something that maybe might liven it up a little bit. And so for me, I'm planning on him winning so I can talk about Dirty Dodge, and Dirty Dodge is a compliment, and that's where he's from, that's his community. And you know what, Dirty Dodge, you're gonna have to get around this guy, and you're gonna have to put your arms around him and let him know that he's the best, and he's got another year left. He's got another year left as a Hawkeye.
Two more.
Hey, that's a long ramble. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.